Hello everyone, it's me, Melissa, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Or if you're new here, thanks for stopping on by. So let's just take a quick little overview of the mess. You guys know I'm not really a messy person, but to me, this just felt like I was overwhelmed. I just felt like there was so much stuff everywhere, like haven't been home very much because 'tis the season, you know, you're out doing your thing, and I just had so much stuff to do and I just didn't have the time. So I'm just going to show you the mess that to me is messy. It's driving me bananas. Yeah. And the babies are outside. Oh, yeah, Knox is doing some business there. So there you go. But all four babies are outside. And, you know, the floors always look really clean. And that's the whole thing about YouTube, too. It doesn't appear as dirty on video as it does in real life. Like, you can't see the dog hairs on the couch. You can't see the dog slot. Well, maybe you can a little bit. On the glass table. You don't see the dust. Like, you guys just don't really see the dirt. So it kind of looks like you're cleaning, or I'm cleaning, a clean surface. But I'm not. I am actually cleaning up dirt. Got a little bit of snow and the dogs absolutely love it, especially Jameson, my big boy, my big baby boy, who's going to be 1 on Boxing Day. He in Tennessee will be 1. Here he comes. Well, there he goes flying in. Yep, that's him. He gets the zoomies outside and like charges the door. It's pretty funny, but I swear he's going to break my door one day. Miss Nova walks in just ever so quietly and gently in Tennessee. I thought she was ignoring me. She was doing a little potty break there. There she comes, Miss Tennessee. So the babies are going to be 1 on Boxing Day. I will definitely video their cake. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to throw in the wash earlier this time instead of starting with the dishes. At least get that started so I'm not waiting as long, because actually this weekend I really wasn't home very much. So I'm just trying to get done as much as I can while I'm home. So this is early in the morning. So we're going to throw that in the laundry, gather everything up, and you'll see in just a moment. And yes, my dogs are just as bad as toddlers, trust me. Okay, so off to the laundry. You guys know the drill if you've been here before. OxyClean first, and then everything Gain. If there was more Gain things I could put in the wash, I would. But there's only a few things Gain. There's only a few things you need when you do the laundry, so I go to the max with the Gain. So I've got my Gain fabric softener, my Gain laundry detergent, my Gain scent beads. And sometimes I do use the Gain dryer sheets. So those waterproof blankets are off of Amazon. They're 90 by 90. They're huge, and they're great for covering most of the sectional. They don't cover the exact whole thing, but it does the job, keeping the dog drool and everything off there. So you can see I just finished off a bottle of Gain scent beads. I go through about a bottle a week, and I couldn't reach the new bottle. It got pushed back far in the cupboard. Now I'm short. I'm only 5'2". So I had to use something there to help me pull it to the front. Get myself prepared for the next load. All right, so let's put the laundry on and head back into the back of the house. Oh, wait, sorry, got to take that out to recycling. Now let's go into the back of the house. Okay, so you guys know I normally start with dishes. So guess where we're starting? After we throw that laundry in, we're going to hop over to dishes. So these were dishes I did, I think, the night before, and I just let them dry overnight. I do mostly hand wash my dishes, so you guys have seen me in the last little while use the dishwasher a little bit more. That's just because I get overwhelmed with the dishes sometimes, so I feel like, forget it, I don't have the time, there's too much, I'll just use the dishwasher. And honestly, what's the point of having a dishwasher if you never use it? As always, that's just some Green Dawn, my absolute favorite dishwashing liquid. Hope you guys can't hear the dogs. That's them just horsing around on the floor. This luxury vinyl floor, it's very loud with dog nails. So this is the dog water dish. This is perfect if you have multiple dogs. I have no idea how big the reservoir is. I'm just looking at it here. It doesn't say anywhere on it, but it does hold quite a lot of water. So I find that I have to fill it up about, oh goodness, hold on a second. That's enough, boys. I feel like I have to fill it up every 3 days roughly. So I just fill up the reservoir there with clean, fresh, cold water, and it trickles down. It's like gravity fed, that's the word. It's gravity fed into the bowl, so it won't overflow the bowl. It'll just keep it to the same level unless there's like no water left in the reservoir. So I wash the reservoir, like the tank and the bottom, the bowl, every week, usually midweek, and then I just fill it up. Usually 2 or 3 times I fill it up and then I wash it. So it gets washed about once a week, maybe every 10 days. Oh, and it does have little filters in it. Kind of reminds me of like a Brita filter. It's just a little square filter that you put in the black base part that I just washed there. So you just give it a rinse, and I replace the filter about every 3 months because I think that's what it says. It's 3 or 6, I can't remember, and I don't actually have the bag here. So it's either 3 or 6 months you replace those filters, but it's basically just like a Brita, right? It just filters the water and gets rid of some of the impurities and everything. It just makes the water taste a little bit cleaner and fresher. So that does have a filter in it as well. I just think it's super cool. I got it at PetSmart many years ago. I want to say maybe, well, Murder Nova is 6, so I've probably had it maybe 6 years, maybe 5 years, because I had 2 bulldogs at the time. I had one before I had Murder Nova, and then when my ex and I split, he took the older bulldog, poor Onyx. He took her, and I kept Murder Nova. So I think I want to say I've had it 6 years. So I've definitely got my money out. I think it was $45, maybe $55. Like, it really wasn't that expensive, and it's lasted quite a long time. Haven't had any issues. Oh boys, somebody must be walking past the house. Nova, that's enough. Good boys, you got it. You got it, babies. Yeah, good boy, Jameson. Good boy, Knox. Tennessee's usually pretty quiet. She doesn't bark that much. Unless everybody's going at it, then she'll chime in, but Tennessee's usually pretty quiet. Knox, Jameson, come on, Tennessee, come on. Come on, you guys. Stay back here with Mom. They like to rush the door when people walk by. It's kind of funny. Good boy, big man. You can just lay down there, Knox. Knox is my big daddy. Do you guys have any fun names for your dogs if you have any, or cats or birds or whatever you have? I've always had animals. I've had reptiles, I've had fish, I've had cats, I've had dogs, I've had birds. Never any snakes though. I'm not really big on the whole snake scenario. My daughter would love to have a snake if I would have let her, but nope, no thank you. Tons of gerbils, tons of hamsters, mice, like the little rodent kind, and lots of fish. But I've always had dogs or cats, or both. They're my companions. I love them so much. So do you guys have any fun names other than their real names that you call your animals? If you do, leave me a comment down below. I'm always curious to see what everyone calls their babies. Alright, so dishes are done. I'm not going to clean out the sink just because I've got the dishes drying on the other side. Well, you can just see the tap went a little wild there. It's on a spring, so sometimes when I bend it down, it slips out of my hand if my hands are wet, and I have sprayed water all over the place before. It's kind of comical, but we're going to clean out the sink a little bit later. Okay, time to switch the load, and Miss Tennessee was giving me a hand. My sweet girl there. I can't believe her and Jameson are going to be one. It feels like they've been here forever, and it also feels like it hasn't been that long. It's just one of those things. Alright, so those waterproof blankets are going in the dryer, and like I said, if you do get them, don't panic when you take them out of the washing machine. Like you guys see me wash them every week, so they're definitely durable. They just don't spin dry well because of the waterproof layer in the middle. So they are very, very wet and very heavy when you take them out of the washer, but they definitely will dry very well in the dryer. And then those are all the throw pillows and the blankets off the couch. There we go with the game. Jameson, Tennessee, what are you doing? Okay, so I had went out for a little while, and I had the dogs out with me actually. So I had a hat on my head, and my ears were so cold because it was windy that I just kept that hat on my head because you know what? Let's be honest. I had real bad hat head from having that hat on outside. My head sweating a little bit, so my hair was probably wild, and my excuse was my ears were cold, okay? So I just left the hat on for quite a few hours in the house. All right, so here is the cow print area rug. You guys know that I wash that usually about every 4 weeks or so. It usually goes in the dryer on fluff with some, again, dryer sheets for smell. But it was time to wash it, so it's going to get washed, and it gets washed on delicate and cold. But it still gets all the same treatment with the laundry detergent, fabric softener, and the scent beads, and the OxiClean. But it just gets washed on delicate and cold. And I realized my camera was so crooked, and I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. All right, so let's vacuum the dog hair off the couch, and I realized that there was still dirt in my vacuum. So it's cleaned out now. So let's give her a whirl here. Vacuum up all this dog hair. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this before, but those waterproof blankets, even though I tuck them into the cracks of the couch, the dogs pull them off. So if you guys think, well, I hope you don't think that I get this much dog hair when I show you the canister, just from having the blankets off for a few hours. My dogs don't shed nearly that bad at all. That's from being all week the blankets off, on, off, on, off, on, and then obviously on Saturdays when I do my laundry for the blankets and the couch sheets and stuff, they're on there because they know they're not supposed to be on there without the blankets, and they just test mom. That's what they do. They like to test me. Like I said, they're just like toddlers. So it's not all the hair came off on the couch today, but I do like to give it a vacuum once a week just to pull that hair up. But you'll see how much hair I get up. It's pretty interesting. And honestly, depending on the time of year, just like most dogs, they'll shed more than other times. So there you go. So it's not a heck of a lot, but it's a lot to come out of the couch, right? Oh no, I could hear a bag rustling in the background, and Jameson and Tennessee just ripped through a bag that had fish gravel in it. Ugh, used fish gravel, dry, but used fish gravel. So now I have gravel all over the front living room that you guys never see anyways. Jameson and Tennessee, that is enough. So now it's gonna be mom's job to clean that up. I just want to sit down and watch football and relax, but no. Mom's job never stops, but I love my babies. It's worth it. I love to give them all the love. And usually if you guys don't see the boys, that means they're laying down on their crates. They go for timeouts. They'll put themselves in timeout too. That they just want a break from everything and everybody. And sometimes I find if they're getting a little too rambunctious, I will put them in a timeout. Timeout's never too long. It's just to give them a little break, a little breather, and a reset, right? The girls are, I would say 99.9% of the time pretty good. Tennessee can get a little wild from time to time, but she's still only a baby. And she loves to have her paw held. She got that from her daddy. Jameson too, but more Tennessee. Tennessee does it a lot more, just like daddy. Just like Knox Bentley. Okay, so it is the next day. Like I said, I didn't spend a lot of time at home this weekend. So as usual, I did break up my chores, and yeah. You guys know how it goes if you've watched my videos before. They're always a weekend clean. I shouldn't say always, but most of the time they're a weekend clean. So now this is my laundry. I've split it up into 2 loads. I've got some darks, and then I've got some colors. So we're gonna wash the darks now. And the, oh my gosh, the cow print area rug, I took it out of the washer last night, or sorry, the night before, because it's not tonight, the night before, and I hung it up on the winter dike just so it could air dry. And then the laundry that was in the dryer, you guys saw I had already taken it out. It was all the sheets and everything, and put them on the couch. So now this was yesterday, being Sunday. My Seahawks weren't playing. I know if you guys know anything about the pandemic, everything's getting real messed up again. Hockey's off, football's getting screwed up, like, and there's no baseball right now anyways, but my Seahawks were not playing on, oh my gosh, I'm getting tongue-tied. My Seahawks were not playing on football Sunday. They're actually playing tomorrow on Tuesday instead. There's a few games that are happening on weird times now, so I'm going to watch them tomorrow, but I just wasn't feeling that great yesterday. I did, again, go out and do some errands early in the morning, and I kind of napped a lot in the afternoon. I was just really, really lazy, so there's not really much action that happened yesterday, but you guys are getting the gist of it. I got everything I needed to get done, but I didn't wrap any presents. I didn't decorate my tree, again, because I'm afraid the puppies are going to eat what's on my tree. So there we go. The area rug is dry, but I'm hanging up this sweater because it's, you can't put it in the dryer. It's got to be laid flat to dry, so I'm just going to lay it underneath the area rug there on the winter dike. This thing comes in so handy, especially for things that are supposed to be dry cleaned. You can wash them most of the time, you just can't dry them. So there we go. Okay, now this is something nobody asked for, but I'm going to talk to you about it anyways. This is my review of the newest Bissell Crosswave. This is the Pet Pro or Pet whatever, I don't know, the Pet Edition. This is the third Crosswave that I've owned. I have never used the Crosswave to actually wash an entire floor. I've always used it as a spot cleanup, especially when the puppies were little and when Knox was smaller. And if they'd have any accidents, if they'd pee in the house, I would use this because it's got antibacterial cleaner, and I would use it to clean, so it would vacuum up the wet mess, and then it would clean, it would mop at the same time, and it would dry. I've never used it on the whole floor before that I remember. So this is the third Crosswave that I've gotten. I will let you know, I do not believe they are worth the money. This is, like I said, the third one, and guess what, guys? I only ever paid for the first one. The second one was under warranty and got replaced because the first one burnt out. It just literally would not turn on anymore. The second one, after a few months of having it, wouldn't shoot out the cleaning liquid anymore. It just died, can't figure it out. And since there's no repair center near me, Bissell's just sent me out another new Crosswave. So this is the first time using the newest Pet Pro or whatever it's called. So I wasn't a big fan. Did it clean? I don't know. You guys will see at the end how much liquid and how much dirt I pulled out. Now you got to think, I didn't vacuum beforehand. I didn't mop beforehand. So I was actually really shocked. Oh, and the boys. Oh, mopping and vacuuming and the Roomba. Like, I'm telling them, it's just a vacuum, it's just a vacuum. They are losing their shit. I don't know what it is, so I had to go put them in a timeout. So I grabbed a bag of treats. Everybody gets a treat. They go in their crates. And everything's peaceful again. They just attack the vacuum, the mop, and the Crosswave, apparently. And they hate the Roomba. They absolutely hate the Roomba. So I put the Roomba on when I'm gone to work and they're in their crates, or late at night. But anyways, you guys will see the dirty reservoir and how much cleaner I used. I don't know, because this is the third one I've had various results. So this one I found just used a lot less water and product, a lot less cleaner. So I had half of the reservoir left. I was shocked because I've washed area rugs before when I used to have big area rugs in my living room before I renovated. And I would go through the whole big reservoir cleaning like an 8x8 or an 8x12, whatever size it was, area rug, maybe even 10x12. I would go through the whole reservoir cleaning an area rug, and you guys will see how much I used. I just don't know. If you guys have a Crosswave, leave me a comment below how you feel. Like I said, this is the newest version of the Pet one. It might be called Pet Pro, it might just be called the Pet version, I don't know. But it's the Bissell Crosswave, the newest Pet version. So I'm just going to do the two rooms you guys never see. Now the room on the left, which is the dining room, I've never used as a dining room. That one's got flooring done now. So I'm just going to be painting it. And then the room on the right, which again you guys never see, is where I've got everything stored right now. So it is actually technically a formal dining room. I've never used it as that. I had it set up like that, but I've never used it as a formal dining room. So I'm actually going to be changing it into something very, very awesome, I think. So you guys will have to stay tuned for that. But the flooring is next to be done on that, and then I can paint in there as well. And then baseboards, and the main floor is done. Oh, I guess the bathroom has to be finished. You guys will see that in a moment as well. I've never showed you the bathroom before, but you get a little sneak peek. It's just a powder room. and the dog beds are all nice and clean from going to the laundromat. I have to take them to the laundromat and use the industrial washers. I'm just afraid they'll fit in my washing machine. I got the biggest washing machine I could specifically to wash these, but the guys told me it's definitely not a good idea to do it because just if you break it, it's not covered under warranty. Okay, so look at the water. That's full. It's bubbly. I only used half a tank, and that's not a big tank. And look at the dirt. Like, that should be full. That should be full. You guys have seen my vacuum after. Look at this. That's it? That's all that came up. You guys see my vacuum after I vacuum, and it is chock full. And the mop, I mean, the mop is always disgusting. I never show you the water because it's always black, even though I mop a few times a week. It's just dirty having dogs coming in and out every day, multiple times a day, right? So, yeah, gross. But I always dump this stuff down the toilet just because it is full of hair and Lord only knows what other kind of debris. I always do flush it down the toilet so that way it doesn't clog my sink. But I was rinsing it in the sink and there was kind of a lot of hair and I clogged the sink. But I got it unclogged. Happy I got it unclogged. Okay, so let's switch over the laundry. This is going to be the last load of laundry. You guys aren't going to see me fold the colors because I'm going to do that right before I go to bed. But let's get this, the darks folded up there and throw the colors into the dryer. So as you guys know, this is a pet peeve of mine. I have to fold the laundry when it's warm. I cannot fold wrinkled clothes and put away wrinkled clothes. As long as it's folded, it can sit in a laundry basket for a day or two. I don't care, but I cannot fold and put away wrinkled clothes. I don't know how people do it. I just, nope. It's a non-negotiable for me. So if the dryer stops before I'm ready, I flick it back on for 15 minutes to heat all the clothes up and get rid of the wrinkles. Then I stop it and then I fold it. So I'm always listening for the dryer to go off, but I just can't do wrinkled clothes. I can't.
Get you out my head. Don't know how to cope with being so broken. Girl, I can't forget about what you said. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Don't just walk.
So right now it's cozy sweater weather. It's cozy sweater weather with leggings. That is my go-to look right now. And that was one of Kaylee's pillows. She wanted me to wash it. I don't know, maybe it smelled funny. Maybe she drooled on it. I don't know. I didn't really have a lot of color, so it was fine to throw it in there anyways. I was doing the magic power. Stay! Okay, let's finish up the last of the dishes. I've had my shower. I'm all clean and relaxed, waiting for the Sunday night football game to begin. So I'm going to wash up these dishes here and clean up the kitchen. Just again, one more time. Like I told you guys over and over and over, my kitchen has to be clean. If I don't have a clean kitchen, I don't have a clean mind. I cannot handle stuff. Like growing up, I always had so much stuff and I was proud of my stuff. I just had stuff. Like a lot of it didn't have value. I just had things to have things. I just overwhelming amount of things. And as I get older, I just find that I want less things. I want less out. I want less clutter. I just want to be very streamlined. I will never be minimalist. Don't get me wrong. Never will I be a minimalist. And if that's your lifestyle, hey, that's cool. Like, that's awesome. I think it looks great. It's just not for me. I like to have a few things out here and there, but I just find that I just can't handle stuff anymore. I just can't do it. So slowly here and there, I've been going through and just decluttering and organizing a lot and getting rid of stuff or packing keepsakes up to keep in the basement that I'll decide what I'm going to do with later. But I don't know. What about you guys? How do you style your home? Like, how do you feel? Do you fall under any categories like minimalist or, I don't know, overdoer, like you've got everything on display like a museum? I don't know. Like, how do you style your home? I don't know. I just can't do a lot of stuff. And there's my big boy, Jameson. He's a sweet boy. Such a sweet boy. He's a big cuddler. I'll be honest, when you guys see me talking in videos, most of the time I'm talking to the dogs. Kaylee, she's here, there, and everywhere. Now that she's got her own car and she's got her license, she's more out than she is in. So I don't really see Kaylee that much when I'm doing the videos, and just her privacy. She doesn't want to be involved in videos, and that's fine. It's not her channel, it's my channel. So you won't see Kaylee in here, but most of the time, sometimes, don't get me wrong, I am talking to Kaylee, but most of the time I'm talking to the dogs. Oh, my hair was driving me nuts. It's usually why I have my hair back, to be honest. It was just in my face, driving me nuts. Especially when it's clean, I find it just falls in my face a lot. But the corners of my eyes were so itchy, like my allergy pills had run out, I think. And I was just refusing to take more before I went to bed, because they can really mess you up and keep you awake if you take them too close to bed sometimes. So I was refusing to take any more, but my eyes, the inner corners of my eyes were so itchy. And I just think my hair was irritating them as well. I was just having a night. I was getting so frustrated, and I was trying not to show it. But such is life, right? Oh, and that, like, I don't know what you'd call it. I call it the lounger. It's kind of like a nightie that I'm wearing. It's Mickey Mouse print all over it. It's Disney. It's so cute. I love it. It's got a hood, and it's like fleece lined in the hood, and it's fleece lined actually in the whole thing. I got it from Costco, you guys. I want to say it was $39.99. I got it at the Guelph Costco if you're local to me. It is the most comfortable thing. I got a large, so it was a bit oversized, so I have tons of room in it. It's just baggy and comfortable and loose and warm. Like, it goes to my knees or a little past my knees, but again, I'm short. I'm only 5'2", so I'm not sure where it's supposed to hit. Definitely not petite, but it is just comfortable. Absolutely comfortable. Too hot to sleep in though, but absolutely comfortable. So again, last night I did not end up cleaning out the sink. I do really like to do it every day, especially the days I wash the dishes, but I didn't end up cleaning the sink because, again, I had dishes sitting in the other side of the sink. So it just feels too weird to clean out only one side. So I didn't clean out the sink Saturday or Sunday, but I did it today. Don't you worry, I did it today. I just couldn't handle it. It had to be done. So clean it with my Dawn Power Wash. Okay, so now just a general overview. That yellow bag is Amazon returns that I took back today. But you know what? Like I said, I wasn't really feeling great. I ended up getting Domino's for dinner, which I ate 2 pieces of pizza. And the rest is sitting there, so it's leftovers. I haven't even had any dinner tonight, but it'll be leftover pizza. But this was as clean as it was getting for me. I was just not having it this weekend. I was really busy in and out of the house because, you know, 'tis the season. Out doing shopping, out doing visiting, and just spending a lot more time outside with the dogs because it was beautiful weather-wise. There's Mr. Knox Bentley, my big daddy. He wanted outside. And I just, you know what, I got done the bare minimal. That was enough for me. You know what, sometimes you just can't get it all done, and there is nothing wrong with that. You just got to get done what you can get done. There's always another day. Like today, I got other stuff done. You know, you do what you can. You're not going to kill anybody by not getting everything done. And there's my poor bear Christmas tree. Like I said, I'm afraid the puppies will eat all the ornaments, and I'm definitely not putting any presents under there because they will definitely rip them open. And there's Miss Mama Murder Nova, so pretty. And my girl Tennessee Nash. They're eating Himalayan yak chews. If you've never heard of them and you have dogs, give them a whirl. You can see the extra 2 for the boys are laying there. They are a treat that my dogs love. It lasts forever. It's yak cheese, but it's really, really hard. Oh, and I was watching football. Yes, the Bucks. I only like Gronk. I do not like the Bucks, but I have a thing for Gronkowski, so I watch it for Gronk. So yeah, the yak chews there, they'll last quite a while, especially like my guys are big chewers. They chew through everything super fast, but those yak chews will last quite a while. They'll actually last them probably about a week, to be honest. And it was just getting some love from my girl. I was trying to record it, but I couldn't see what I was recording, but I was just getting some love from my mom, Murder Nova. It's my OG baby. And just checking on what the boys are doing. And that's it for me, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.